neighborhood, everybody. It's just your neighborhood angler, MoneyBass, out here about to do this thing we call Bass for Cash. I get out here on a weekly basis. We are back in action. Gonna see how many fish we can get out to the boat. We're gonna be out here for a good time, not a long time. I think we got about 2 hours on the shot clock. About 2 hours. See how many fish we can get to the boat. All you have to do on your end is guess the weight of the fish. Subscribe to the channel first, of course. You have to be a subscriber. Guess the weight of the fish, and bam, just like that, you can walk away with a little cash for your pockets. Let's go ahead and get my electronics set up because we're going to be out here having some fun with it today. What's going on, Dottie? Good to see you in the chat. We got City Man. All right, yeah, Marvelous Monday. Let's see if anybody wants to get some of this Black Friday cash. See if you can get some things you've been wanting. Things should be on sale, all that good stuff going on. Hey, guys, don't forget to check out the merch. What's going on, Phil? Phil said, how did you do yesterday? I missed it. I had something to do. I didn't even weigh anything in, Phil. So I had one fish, had another one came off. I think you guys saw us catch a few short fish. But that tournament was a winner-take-all tournament. The person who ended up winning had about 18 pounds of big old basses, big old largemouth. Shout out to the hook setters. I believe it was the hook setters that took the win on that. So yeah, had a good time. Met a few new people, friendly faces. We got GL Jones, Terry C. Terry C said, why it gotta be a Black Friday? I don't know. Why do they call it a Black Friday? I don't know what's up with that. I guess they already got something called a Good Friday, huh? What about a Fabulous Friday? All right, so today we're back in action. Gonna stick with the 1-2 punch. Let's get some jerk baits out. I put all of this stuff away because I didn't use it for the tournament yesterday. So we got to get our jerk baits back out. I have a +2 and a +1. I don't know if I've caught anything on my +2 yet. So you know, sometimes you have a bait that you just want to catch something on. So I want to catch something on this +2. So I might sling this around a little bit more today and see how the fish react to it. See if we can get some action on that. And I had put all of these rods, so as you guys see, I put most of my rods back in the rod locker to clear the way out for my co-angler. Shout out to Mask Off from yesterday. So I will not need, let's see, we're gonna get some of this stuff out of the way. I'm not gonna need this crankbait. I'm not gonna need, what is this one? That Nico rig, I'll keep that. Oh, and you know we do need a top water bait just in case. So how many rods is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And look at that. I only have one bait caster on the deck this time. So we'll run it like that for now. And let's put this one back in here. What's going on? We got James Larry tuning in. All right, we got some peoples coming over to check us out. Errol says it's called that because it was a big stormy day with big rain. Who is that? Who is that? Yeah, who is that over there in the passenger? Who is that? Yeah, we live. Who is that in the passenger seat? Hey, what you doing sneaking out here? You said you weren't fishing till next year. Shout out to Country Boy Fishing, guys. That's who that is. Country Boy Fishing. Oh, okay. It wasn't, you didn't do both of them yet. You just did one, right? Uh-oh, wait a minute. He won't let me ease on over here. You see him reaching in? Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
Where was y'all at last week? Just yesterday.
Yesterday we were on Oconee yesterday. I didn't. I caught two little small ones. The person who won had 18 something pounds.
What?
Uh-huh.
He must have had some fish like them.
Yeah, he just, I think he had, his biggest was 6. I think he had a 6 and a 5 something.
Club member?
Yeah, it was a hook setters. It was that team tournament. I'm not sure. I can't remember his name. He about 6'8", big old dude.
Oh, I know who you
Yeah, with the hook setters. I can't remember his name. He might be watching right now. Yeah.
Cause they fished our homecoming. He did.
Yeah, because I met him before. Yeah.
Javaris Johnson? Yeah, that's not him. No, he wasn't Javaris.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna be out here for a good time, not a long time.
What's the
Next battle.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. I'm
looking good, bro. Like you. Yeah, they had a real good show.
Oh, you talking about the last one on Oconee?
Was it Oconee? Yeah, it was Oconee.
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago or a week.
Perez won that one.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. No, that wasn't Oconee.
Sinclair.
Yeah, that was Sinclair. Yeah, we can't do Oconee. Oconee, the reception's too bad.
I think that we did that one. Yeah, we did Oconee. We did Oconee.
Yeah, right. That was Oconee. That's why I know we can't go back there anymore because the reception was too bad. And it was bad yesterday when I was out there, so I only stayed live for just a little bit.
All right, well, when you ready?
All right.
Get back out there.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're doing better, man.
Oh, man, me too. I'm gonna probably have to get another truck.
Mm-hmm.
He done had a year.
Yeah.
He done had a year. They told me that cylinder number 7 gone. No, it's not holding any compression.
Wow.
He just paid the damn truck off.
Mm-hmm.
It's been paid off for a little bit, but still, that's a little bit.
All right, peoples. Well, I guess I'm gonna ease on out here, do my quick 2 hours. See if anybody wants some of this money. Y'all gonna be in the chat guessing some weights.
I've been there looking.
All right, Steve. Yeah, I don't know when the next one is. All right, people. Are y'all ready to go ahead and get this thing rolling? Had to spend a little time talking to my peoples. Had Country Boy fishing. He's fished, I believe, 1 or 2 of the Battle of the Anglers out here. Strong supporter of the channel. It's always good to run into friends out on the water. We got Errol. He says, "Who that?" That was Country Boy fishing. And Rory. Sometimes you guys will see Rory in the chat. Oh, let's go ahead and finish getting these, get my rods set up. All right, so we're gonna be mainly using a jerkbait for the day. So they said they were catching fish on worms, but I don't think we're gonna be throwing worms today. I'm gonna get this. Well, I mean, I'll definitely be throwing a worm today, but I don't think that's gonna be my focus. One of the things I do want to try out. So I got this Nico rig. Now this is what I was catching my fish on yesterday. A Nico rig. So I have a lead weight in here, and you see that right there. I just put a little super glue so the weight doesn't come back out. But I can fish this in shallow all the way down to 1 foot deep. Or what I'm gonna do out here today is I'm gonna fish this in about 30 feet of water or so. So let's just ease on up and take a look around, see what we can see. What's going on, Blaster? We got Blaster tuning in. As you come into the chat, guys, we are just getting started. Haven't even made the first cast yet. Where did my worm go? Look at that. The worm just fell off. But haven't even made the first cast yet, guys. So if you're just tuning in, you haven't missed much. Just a little bit of a conversation that was going on. So let's see. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to call these fish up and get some top water action going on. James there said the wind is from the east. the fishing should be epic. Some epic fishing. All right, let's go ahead and get everything set up and lined up. Glasses says, go ahead and tap. Just double tap your screen, guys. Let's see if we can get those likes up. I remember the days when we would have, what, 60 to 70 likes. But after I took a little break for a minute, I got to get back in the algorithm. So I really appreciate if you guys share the channel to your family and friends. So we'll see if I can get some fish to come up and hit on top. If not, we may have to go ahead and stick with the jerkbait for right now. Amar says, isn't it better if you got a gasoline outboard? A gasoline outboard. What other kind of outboard is there besides a gasoline outboard? Neil says, I caught a bass today. All right, what'd you do with that bass? Did you weigh it? Okay, now I see something out at about 35 feet. So it's down about 35 feet, about 35 feet of water. So I just want to throw this Nico rig out here and just for fun, just for a little bit of fun to see what'll happen. Let's get a better cast out there. Phil says, I guess they don't know what a trolling motor is. Neil says, nah, it was too small to weigh. I put it up on Fish Brain. Okay, you need to put it on FishXLive. What's up with that? Why didn't you put it on FishXLive? That's where you need to post it at. Yeah, just go to FishXLive.com. You can download the app for free. And it's basically a tournament fishing app. But there is a live journal on there. And that's pretty much what I went back to figure out what I needed to do out here. Yep, Neil, that's it. But there's also a journal where you can track your catches and put notes and things like that. Blasted says, yeah, FishXLive, we're real fishermen fish. All right, we're going to get moving, guys. I just wanted to toss this out here real quick just to see if I get any type of action on this Nico rig out here in about 35 feet of water. But the real thing that I want to do is get out here and get back on this jerkbait bite. So let's go ahead and get that cracking. Yeah, and shout out to James Larry. I can tell the wind is blowing from a different direction today. But you guys are good with it as far as talking about wind direction and all that kind of stuff. I pretty much come out and just take a look at the water, see which way the waves are moving, which way the boat is gonna be, which way the waves are moving the boat, and just go from there. All right, so we're gonna have a shaky head. We're gonna have a fluke on this side, a top water just in case, but I haven't really been seeing any top water action. So that's what we'll put on this side over here. This is gonna be the working horse side over here. So we're gonna put a shaky head and 2 jerk baits, and that's pretty much what we're gonna stick to, just to see if these fish want to cooperate. All right, so let's move. Mask Off said, let's go back to Oconee for redemption. I am not going back to Oconee. If you come and pick me up and we take your boat and I can sleep all the way back over there, then I'll go. Errol says, yeah, I saw that, but screens were too small, so could not. All right, what's going on, Gregory? We got Gregory tuning in. All right, let's go ahead and run, and let's see if we can find some jerkbait fish today. All right, Mask Off, are you still in the chat? All right, so we're gonna throw this +2 out there first. It goes down a little bit deeper. We got GL Jones back in the chat. All right, so there we go. So this is the jerkbait we're gonna start off throwing. But I don't have a lot of line. Well, I have a lot of line on the spool, but it's just not filled all the way up, which in a lot of cases will give me a longer cast. We have a decent amount of wind out here on the lake today too. Well, a decent amount of ripple. You guys can kind of see it out here. So we're gonna see if that's gonna help or hurt us today. All right, how are the likes looking? Are the likes looking decent? All right, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah, we got a real good cast out of that. I think we may get one on this first cast, guys. We're gonna see. We did not. I was wrong. Man, that thing cast beautifully. right, so that current is kind of moving me. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you guys could, can we get about 8 more likes? Remember, 60 to 70 likes. That's what make the fish bite. And we want the fish to bite, because once we get some fish to the boat, then we'll do this thing we call Bass for Cash, where all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, guess the weight of the fish, and you can walk away with some cash in your pocket. See if you can get some money that you can spend on this these Friday sales coming up for this week. What's going on? We got Big Row in the chat. Neil said, "Did you get that rod, that reel unfrozen?" I did not. The rod, that reel let me down. It let me down big time. But still able to get the fish to the boat. Phil said, "You don't have a front pedal seat. What's going on with your legs? Do you get tired?" No, sir. Errol said, "We only have 18 likes. That's it. Can we get 6 more likes?" Yeah, the wind is not my friend today, guys. Oh my goodness, hold on. Hold on, I see something. I see something. All right, now let's ease back off of them, and then I think we're gonna find out on this cast if these fish want to play or not. Do they want to play? Uh-oh, wait a minute. I don't need another locked up reel situation. All right, so these fish are not gonna cooperate with that. But before we leave, let's go ahead and try the Nico rig one more time. One more again. I wanna see if I can catch something out here in 40 feet of water with a Nico rig. Gregor says, "Have you tried those camera glasses?" Yes, sir. I have some of those camera glasses. I don't really use them too often, though. All right, let's see. right. Let's keep on moving. Errol said, we only got 23 likes. He said, what's up with that? Errol says, if you throw a DT dive to crank, that should do the trick. Just go ahead and toss out a crankbait, huh? All right, let's go ahead and move again. All right, let's see. Should I go to the left or to the right? I think last time I went to the right. So today we're gonna go to the left. Let's go take a look to the left. All right, like I said, guys, we're out here for a good time, not a long time. So we gotta get moving. All right, chat. What state are you guys in? In the chat, go ahead. Let's get some conversations going on. What state are you guys in? You guys from the East Coast, West Coast, Mid Coast, South Coast, East Coast? I mean North Coast. Where's everybody checking in from? And do we have anybody that's in Georgia? I'm out here on Lake Lanier in Georgia, hunting for some of these spotted bass. But where are you guys from in the chat? Let's see, let's turn off this 360 because we do not need that for today. Oh, okay, it is turned off. All right, so we have Wilt. He says he's in Georgia. Phil says Northern Virginia. Got Pancho, or is that Pancho, from Santa Monica. Okay. Errol says, I'm in South Africa. Oh, my God. He said, there ain't no states out here. What you talking about? What's a state? Georgia Dog back in the chat. Said he's from Clarks Hill. Will said, can I borrow $5? You can borrow more than $5 if you guess the weight of one of these fish. All right, is anybody in the chat? Is anybody in any fishing clubs? Catfish clubs, bass clubs, crappie clubs, striper fishing clubs? Is anybody in any type of competitive fishing club? Oh, that cast was not good. Oh, there we go, guys. Come on, bud. Oh, he didn't take it. All right, let's try it again. Let's try it one more again. It wasn't the cast I wanted either, guys. The wind is kind of I got to get adjusted to this wind so I can get these casts in the right place. All right, so they're definitely roaming out here. They're active. They're active. I just have to get in the right place. Phil says, let me see. Georgia Dog said, yeah, I fished in a bass club. Drew says, how many you got? I know you've been out there for about 10 minutes, but how many you got? We don't have any yet. We're just getting started. We put about 2 hours on the shot clock. Gregory says, Lake Hartwell, Georgia Dogs beat Tech. Used to fish with Royston Bass Club years ago. Okay. There we go. That's a good cast. Decent cast, but no action. All right, let's keep on looking. All right, so guys, in the chat, I'm with the Rod Benders Bass Club. Anybody ever heard of the Rod Benders Bass Club in the chat? The Rod Benders Bass Club. Somebody, anybody? Georgia Dog says, just from you. Anybody else? Oh my God. Let's see what that is out there. Let's see if we're about to get us a bite, guys. Do these fish want to come out and play? They didn't want to come out and play, guys. So let's try. Let's go all the way down. See if we can take them all the way down to the bottom, since they didn't want to come up and hit this jerkbait. Big Ro said, oh yeah, I heard about the Rod Benders. Arrow says, okay, all money. Cheers, cheers for now. All right. 27 likes. Okay, we're looking pretty good. But the people that didn't hit the like button, when we get this fish to the boat, I don't want to hear any complaints, because the likes have to be up in order for us to weigh the fish, guys. You guys know the routine. You've been here before. All right, let's just spot lock it. How deep am I? I'm casting out to about 30 feet of water, guys. Sitting in about 20. And I just threw a Nico rig out there, so we're gonna let that fall all the way down to the bottom. What's going on? We got Ansdale tuning in. If you have already hit the like button, type the word like in chat for me. Let's see who is participating in the chat. What's good, everybody? If you see something, say something. Let's see. Does somebody see it? Do you see what I see? Who is in the chat? I think it's time for a celebration. I think I need to go ahead and and stick a little fish so we can get this party started. Whipstick said they don't want this money. Well, let's find out, Whipstick. Let me go ahead and get a fish to the boat. Let's get a fish to the boat and see if they want this money or not. Whipstick said they don't want this money. And says, we caught anything yet? No, sir. I'm out here fighting against this wind is what I'm doing right now. Drew said, got to get that Christmas money. Big Rose said, Whipstick, you don't want none of this. We got Sith in the chat. Says, hello, bro. Are you in the shore? I'm out here fishing Lake Lanier. Shout out to James Barnett. Is that the Striker Nation in the chat? Is that who that is? Midwest says tap that like button. Make sure you guys get those likes up. Can we get about 6 more likes? We just need 6 more people to tap that like button. All you have to do is just double tap your screen, guys. Shout out to Striker Nation in the chat. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. If you see something, I need you to say something, because I know I can't be the only one that sees what I see. If you see something, say something. Let's see who sees something. Let me just check the chat. Shout out to Dottie. Shout out to Georgia Dogs. We got Sith. He says, how clean is the water in that lake? It's clean. It's pure. It's uncut. It's pure out here. Midwest said, oh, I see something all right. Shout out to Terry C. Ansdale. Oh, shout out to Pure Alaska. He brought the DQ Queen out. The DQ Queen says, oh, let's get this party started. Whipstick says, Pure Alaska, big shout out. That is right. You guys know the routine. Everybody put Pure Alaska in the chat. You definitely have to put some respect on his name. Now, remember, we spell respect with a K, not a CT. You have to put some respect on his name. Shout out to Pure Alaska, guys. And make sure you go and check out his channel. Doing big things over there on YouTube. And the name is just as it is shown on the screen, Pure Alaska on YouTube. Make sure you guys go and check him out. Talks about all that moose hunting, some bears, polar bears. Oh, you don't have polar bears out there, right? But all that stuff that you know goes on in Alaska. Ask an Alaskan anything. Just ask him. Ask him, what does he grow in the garden up there? What does he have in his garden? Drew says, looks like Pure Alaska's in the chat. Oh, yeah, Pure Alaska is in the chat, guys. He says, hello. Hello, everybody. It's just Pure Alaska going on in here. Shout out to James Barnett. He says, Alaska, been there. Lived there. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Maybe you were in Pure Alaska's neck of the woods. All right, Striker Nation, did you do any moose hunting while you were in Alaska? Pure Alaska says potatoes, jalapenos, bell peppers, lettuce, carrots, and a lot of other stuff. I was just joking. I didn't know. So you actually have a garden up there. Okay. Look at that. You learned something. I learned it something. Neil says, I worked with someone from Alaska, and to get his family's land, you had to take a plane to a big airport, then a little plane, then a helicopter, then a 4x4. Oh my goodness. That sounds like some way deep off in the woods living right there. Sis says moose meat must be awesome. I have heard their liver is yummy. Drew says you gotta plant a garden for when the moose aren't biting. Yeah, you don't want to get bit by a moose either, right? All right, we're sitting in 20, throwing out to about 30, 35 feet of water, guys. Big shout out to Pure Alaska. That makes Pure Alaska the sponsor of today's live stream, guys. This channel is supported by the viewers and people who just stop by every once in a while to see, look, what is going on with this thing he's calling Bass for Cash. Frisco says, man, you too deep. I might be, Frisco, but you know I gotta check it. I gotta come out here and chin check it, Frisco. The water temp is sitting at about 59 degrees. Who wants to swim in some 59-degree water? Oh man, guys, look at that. We got hung up. How do we get hung up way out here down in the deep? All right, let me get this loose and we'll get back to the program. I'm out here trying to have some fun, fishing this shaky head. Drew says rock bass. Pure Alaska says, what did Pure Alaska say? He says, Money, you missed my live working on my remote cabin. I sure did. Man, you know, I am not getting my notifications. Is anybody else noticed that they're not getting their notifications? Pure Alaska says, I'll swim in that. He says he'll swim in some 59-degree water. Oh my goodness, I would not do that. Neil said, at least it wasn't your jerkbait that got hung up. And that is true. At least it's just the shaky head. But shoot, I don't want to lose that either. These things are about $1 a pop. Frisco says, I fell out of my boat once in 40-degree water in a tourney. Oh my goodness. Did you keep fishing or did you call it a day after that? Oh, too bad this wasn't stuck in a fish's mouth. Let's see if it's gonna break off yet. Oh, there we go. I think we got it. We got it back. We got it back. Let's go ahead and set this down though. Frisco says it was over. Drew says he wasn't getting notifications for his brother's videos either. So yeah, I have to go back and just check. I mean, sometimes I think YouTube will actually just unsubscribe you from people's channels. So everybody go over to Pure Alaska on YouTube and make sure that YouTube did not unsubscribe you from the channel. Sis says his swimsuit was insulted. I know you meant insulated. He said, don't insult my swimsuit. James Barnett says, I have fallen in Lake Lanier and other lakes too. Oh my goodness. So when you fell in Lanier, what time of year was it? What was the water temp? All right, let's see, guys. All right, you said it was summertime, 80 degrees. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Sis says, don't drop your phone in the water. I definitely do not want to do that. I actually need to find some type of little floaty thing that I can put on my phone for whenever I come out here, because I'm always nervous about that. All right, the wind is picking up. Let's ease on out here a little bit more, and then we're gonna run to another spot. Let me think, which way do we want to roll today? Sis says, at least it doesn't freeze in the winter. That is true. Don't want to be around some frozen water. How does that wind sound? Can you guys hear the wind out here? Pure Alaska says, I'm out on my boat in the Gulf of Alaska. Okay. Said in my crab pot, says the water. Whoa, are you doing that right now? Are you actually doing that right now, Pure Alaska? You need to be putting that content out on your channel too. Let us see what you get in those things, how you clean them and cook them and all that kind of stuff. Kevin says, we hear that wind. Whipstick says, let me see. James Barnett, here at the VA hospital, we would put you on fall risk protocol and give you a walker. Oh my goodness. He said you fell in the lake too many times. All right, I'm not seeing anything interesting. Pure Alaska said, yes, sir. So you're actually out there doing that right now. And that's cool. That's cool. What's going on, Dontre? See if we can get us a nice little old spotted bass to the boat. Striker Nation says, I'm on enough VA protocols already. Pure Alaska says Starlink is going in and out. Okay, gotcha. Appreciate that, Drew. I always appreciate the feedback, guys. If the signal starts getting bad or anything like that, definitely let me know. All right, casting against the wind is not working. All right, so let's pack up. We're gonna run to another spot, guys. We're gonna get a fish to the boat for Pure Alaska so we can do this thing we call Bass for Cash. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, guess the weight of the fish, and it's just as simple as that. That's it. We're out here for a good time, not a long time. All right, let's just ease on around the corner real quick. So we got a nice slight breeze. Look at the sun up there. Look at the scenery, guys. Isn't she lovely? All right, you want to know what setup I'm throwing? I'll show it to you when I pull up to the next location. All right. All right, so right now, what I'm focusing on is throwing a jerkbait. So I'm trying to find fish out here that want some jerkbait action, basically. Water temp, 59 degrees. We're just coasting along right now, letting the wind kind of, and the current just kind of push us around. Let's just make a long cast. So that's a 110 plus one is what I'm throwing right there. We have a fish right here kind of roaming around right now. 59 degrees. That's perfect. Frisco said, let that pause last a little longer. I said, what you doing? Oh, you mean to pause it a little longer, Frisco? Okay, I'll do it on the next cast. How about that? All right, there we go. That was a good long cast that time. All right, Frisco, how about this? Okay, you see it? Pop, pop, pause. You like that, Frisco? Pop, 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 pause. Uh-oh. I got my line twisted around. So the wind is out here kind of blowing around too, guys. So blowing my line, all that good stuff. Now, that was a long pause right there. Drew says, opening day video came out Saturday, and our second day video is coming out soon. My brother is editing right now. Okay. So, Frisco, the fish that I've actually been catching, when they see this jerk bait, whether it's I'm doing long pauses or not, they just go straight and attack it. But it's possible maybe those longer pauses, the fish that aren't real active, maybe they'll, maybe they'll hit it. We'll see. So is anybody fishing any tournaments this weekend? Does anybody have any tournaments this coming weekend? I know a few of you were talking about some tournaments that you're signed up for over the holidays. Frisco said, yes, spots are slightly different. You wouldn't know about big, large. Hey, Frisco, is that doesn't sound like a compliment. All right, let's go back to the bottom and drag a worm for a second. Gonna do some dangling. Tom Mix says, try to tap, tap, tap the pause, the small sweep, then repeat. Oh man, the boat kind of drifted back on me and got me hung up. Okay, we got back loose. We're good. Oh, so Frisco, my new charger came in already. I haven't installed it yet. I took the old one out, but I need to install the new one today. Frisco says, I was just about to ask. Yep, so we're almost ready to start rocking and rolling again. Man, that new Charger, it's nice. I didn't realize those things were so heavy because I haven't messed with those Chargers in some years. All right, let's see, guys. Let's see. All right, we're gonna pack up and roll to another spot. It's stick and move. You gotta stick and move. Frisco said, take pics of the connections before you remove it. There really isn't too many connections. It's just the power and connections to the battery are pretty easy. But I've already taken it out. So the mounting it is really the only difficult part to it, because you know the compartment size, it's all cramped up in there and everything. So other than that, we'll be good. Dontre says, any in the live well yet? No, sir. Not yet. Just give me a few more minutes and we'll find those active fish. We're about to pack up and take off again. Dontre says, keep at it, my dude. Yeah. We're always out here for a good time. Georgia Dog said, you ain't living right. All right, everybody drop a 1 in the chat for me. I want to make sure that my signal is good. You guys can hear me all right. Frisco said, come on, man. He said, it's going to take a while. Are you talking about take a while for me to catch a fish? That's it, Frisco. You know what? I'm going to go catch one right now. How about that? How about that? We still have about an hour and a half left on the shot clock. So we're going to get out here and make it happen. All right. We got Christian tuning in. Good to see you in the chat. All right, you know what? The wind isn't as bad over here. I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling right now, guys. The wind is not blowing as bad. I have a feeling, just a little feeling, that these fish over here may want to come out and play. Man, I sure do miss the that schooling fish bite. Nothing. Greg says, I hear company. Oh, yeah, it was a few boats went flying by just a minute ago. But they kept on rolling. What's going on, Victor? He says, where you fishing at? I'm out here on Lake Lanier in Georgia. Shout out to Tom Mix. Good to see you. Tune in, hang out with us for a quick minute. Like I said, we still have about an hour and a half left on the shot clock. Tim said, what happened Sunday after the live stream? Nothing. Nothing happened. Just caught a few more fish, but nothing to really take to the scale. It was winner take all, and the winner had 18 pounds. And I did not have 5 fish, so I didn't even bother weighing what I had. And I was tired. So that's what happened to me. All right, let's go check another spot real quick. Frisco said, when you install that charger, fix that hydro wave and that other graph. Well, I don't know if I don't even use that hydro wave. Victor says, have I ever fished Pickwick? I sure have. Gregory said, maybe fish some docks. I fished docks yesterday, and they were good. I caught a few fish on docks, but today I'm going to keep riding around. I want to catch fish on the jerkbait today. So we're going to find some fish that want to cooperate. See if any fish out here want a jerkbait bite. I'm just trying to find some suspended fish that are out roaming around, trying to find something to chew on. And I think I may have found them. Let's see. Let's see if I found them, guys. Oh my goodness, I did found them. I think we're gonna get one of these, guys. And when we do, when you see this bendation happen, just know that it's a good one. Come on, guys. Take it, take it, take it. All right, Frisco, I'm pausing it for you. Oh, man. And they did not take it, Frisco. Those were some nice looking fish, too. Just out here just running to random points. Let me throw this +2 out there at them and see what they think. Let's ask them, what do you think about the +2 fishes? What do you think? Where'd you go? See what they think about a +2. Make sure my drag is right. Okay, drag is decent. Don't want any bent out hooks again. Frisco says, so you found both of those? No, I actually bought one, Frisco. I bought one. I bought the +2, and that's the only, I bought it a few years ago, and so I only have one. And right after I bought it, I caught like a 12-pound striper on the thing, and I was fighting that thing for a long time. I was like, please do not take this jerkbait. I just bought it. Frisco said, oh my God. I found one and bought one, Frisco. And I bought one. Is that good, Frisco? Or you think I need to buy one more? If I need to buy one more, I'm gonna save up for a few months and then buy another one. Frisco says, gotta have spares. Oh man, Frisco. I don't know about that. How about I just take care of the one that I got? Man, those were some nice looking fish too. It'd been nice if one of those had popped it. Drew says, gotta run. All right, appreciate you for tuning in. Frisco said, if the bite's on and it break off, what you gonna do? I'm gonna scream, Frisco. I'm gonna scream. You'll probably hear me screaming from Texas. Oh, man, oh, man. I want the fish to bite what I want them to bite. You think that's gonna work out for me? Dontre said, probably not. Frisco says it don't work that way. You know what, Frisco? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna make these fish bite a jerk bait. How about that? I'm gonna show you something. Let me show you the one. I'm gonna make them bite this jerk bait right here. So Dontre and Frisco said it don't work that way. This is what I'm gonna make them bite right here. They're gonna bite it whether they like it or not. How about that? What? Oh, man. Frisco says, one thing I noticed is some pro anglers even just try to side swipe them with jerk baits. Oh, they try to snag them? Is that what you mean? Bitch says, it's not possible. I done lost $15 lures from bad ties or failed line. What kind of resolution do they have in order to be able to do that? George Dog said Garmin. Hey, Dottie. Dottie, be patient. You gotta be patient, Dottie. Dottie said, where the fish at? Said, don't snag them, huh? Dante said, patience is a virtue, Dottie. All right, they're not acting right. Oh, let me make one more cast over there. Let's see who was that came out there trying to look at me. Come on back over there. Uh-oh. The alarm went off. What does that mean? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see something. Wait a minute. I hit him with the backhand. You guys see that backhand cast? Had to hit him with the backhand. Terry C says, money snagged the eyeball out of a fish. Ah, Terry, why you got to bring that up? And that's actually the jerkbait that I'm using. We call it Cyclops. That is the jerkbait. I found that jerkbait floating in the lake, and I started using it. I started catching fish with it. Frisco says I need to go and buy one. We call it Cyclops, Terry. All right, let me throw Cyclops one more time. There we go. That's Cyclops right there. Shout out to Texas Snoop. What's going on, Texas Snoop? I still got to try out one of your shaky head jigs. I haven't tied it on yet. I got them sitting here on the boat. All right, let's go ahead and move. Everybody's getting impatient. They're like, where the fish at, MoneyBass? Where the fish at? We want some cash for one of those bass. So let's see. Let's go ahead and move. How much more time do we have on the shot clock? Got to get into an area that's a little more active. I want to catch fish on a jerkbait, so I'm going to catch them on a jerkbait. All right, let's keep on looking. What do we see here? Terry C said we have 1 hour left on the shot clock. Man, time is moving fast, isn't it? Oh man, look at that right there. That's sitting right on top of something. Let's keep on looking. Shout out to Pure Alaska, the sponsor of today's live stream, guys. Really, really appreciate Pure Alaska sliding on through and hitting me in the chin with a nice little super chat. Make sure you go and check out Pure Alaska's channel. He is actually out on the water as we speak. I think he said, did he say he was putting out crab traps or something like that? Uh-oh, Texas Snoop, you out there getting rained on? What's going on? Uh-oh, do you guys see that right there? All right, we're back. All right, drop a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. All right, appreciate that, guys. Oh, man. My plan isn't working. I can't make them bite what they don't want to bite. But I ain't giving up. I'm still going to make them bite a jerkbait. All right, that was not getting down deep enough. All right. You know what? Let's go ahead and change some things up so we can get something to the boat. How much more time do we have on the shot clock? Let's change it up and put some stank on it. Change it. Go into my bag of tricks. Let's see what we have. What do we have here? Nope. What is that? What is that? I think that might be what I'm looking for. Oh man, this thing's all rusted out and everything. But we're just out here for fun, so I'm gonna use it anyway. How about that? How about that, Frisco? I know Frisco, if he saw it, he'd probably be like, throw that in the trash can. No, sir. No, sir. I'm gonna use it. Oh, it's five minutes less, huh? So subtract 5 minutes from the last time I asked. Looks like there may have been some glue or something in there. Frisco said, then that'll be your... Wait a minute, Phil. What did Phil just put in the chat? Uh-oh, you know what, Phil? I'm gonna want another apology. Hold on, let me get this thing tied on here. Phil. All right, guys, we are back. All right, drop a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. All right, appreciate that. I see you guys talking about I need a Starlink, huh? Frisco, don't laugh at that. Don't encourage that kind of behavior. All right, one more cast here and then we're gonna keep on moving. Not ARP. Not the ARP special. What's going on? We got Marks in the chat. We're out here on Lake Lanier. Trying to see if we can run up on a spotted bass or two before time runs out. All right, let's get to stepping. Another spot, guys. All right, so I've been staying out of coves, and I know that's where I should have went. I've been throwing my jerkbait, and I know I should have changed it, but I didn't. back at it. Made a quick little run. And I'm still gonna keep throwing my jerkbait. Who thinks I need to change and throw something different than my jerkbait? Or should I keep throwing Cyclops till the wheels fall off? I am below Brown's Bridge. I'm down closer by the dam, Patricia. Blaster says a hard head. Oh, Phil says skunk tail. No, Phil, that's not happening today. It is not happening today, Phil. Oh, man. Man, they won't take this jerk bait, guys. Not far from Young Deer. Patricia knows this lake pretty good. She said she's been fishing it for a long time and a good time. One of these fish is gonna change his mind and be like, you know what? I do want to bite that jerk bait. Wasn't that one? Patricia says Shoal Creek. Man. All right. Okay. I'll take the hint, guys. It's not working. It's not working. So let's change it up and take the time to see what they want, since I'm almost out of time. Terry C said, Patricia, is this lake haunted? What do you think, Patricia? The peoples wants to know. That's it. You gotta give them. You got to give the fishes. Give the fishes what they want. You know what I think they want? I think they want some stank on it. Let's go ahead and make it happen. And I'm already ready. Oh, my cast was bad. Terry C said, it is stocked filled with skunks. All right, Terry C and Phil, I see. Patricia says, no, I just fished 100 nights, June, July, August. All right, Phil and Terry C. I see what's happening here. I see what's happening. All right, there we go. That is the cast right there that's gonna get a fish to the boat. All right, chat, are we good? Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. And drop a 1 in the chat for me if you guys can hear me. Starting to get a little chilly out here. All right, are we back? Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me okay. Somebody, anybody, are you in the chat? Let me take a look myself and see what's going on. Okay, Frisco said it's full of ones. Okay. So it's just not updating on my end is what's happening. There we go. There we go. All right, so I can go ahead and catch a fish now, right? Let's go ahead and catch a fish. Yeah, so my chat isn't updating right now, guys, but oh my God, we got him. We got him. We got him, guys. We got him. Do you see that right there? All right, we got him. Let's go and hit him on the spot lock. It even jumped. I don't know if this is a largemouth or what. Whew, all right. It's about time, right? Let's grab a net. Oh, he's pulling some drag. He's pulling a little drag. I still can't really tell how big he is, but I have my drag loose so it doesn't bend the hooks out. All right, when I get this fish to the boat, I need Terry C and Phil to come to the front of the congregation. There he goes down there. There he goes. There he goes. Can you see it? Can you see it? Oh, right in the corner of his mouthpiece. Come on over here. Come on over. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Ah, still, I missed him. Oh, no. Oh, no. I missed him. Oh, and look at this, Frisco. My pliers were in the net. Do you see that? My pliers were in the net. I could have lost my pliers. And it's a keeper. Oh, man, look at that. The hook came right out. But I let that drag loose on him. It kind of lets them flail around a little bit and get an extra hook stuck in them so they don't get away. All right, there we go. There we go. Let me check my chat. See, look, guys, I have to watch myself while you guys are watching it. Phil said, you snagged him. No, sir. No, sir, that was not a snag. Frisco said it looks like a Frisco. All it has to be is 14 inches bass for cash. That's right, partner. Frisco said it's not in the boat yet. Look, I have to read the chat from here. Let me just double check. Oh, you know what? My chat is updating. My chat was updating. I just didn't know it. There we go, peoples. All right, now, Blaster, did my apologies already come in the chat yet? Remember, all it has to be is 14 inches, guys. For bass for cash, it just needs to be a nice 14 inches. And we got it. Look at that. We got 14 and a half on the play. You see that? 14 and a half, a little over 14 and a half. Frisco said it wasn't in the mouth. Yes, it was. So I cannot believe that you guys are going to try to do this. And it's on camera. It was on camera that it was in the mouth. Phil said he snagged him. No, sir, I cannot believe this. You guys are going to try to discredit my fish. Phil said it doesn't count. The chat wasn't working. The chat was working. I just didn't have my screen updated. I want, you know what? Actually, oh man, can you go back? I don't think you can rewind while the stream is still on, can you? I want a replay. No, I don't think there's a way to rewind while I'm still live. Nope, I can't rewind while I'm still live. You know what? I am going to put that in a short clip. So I'm going to make a video out of that catch right there just for Phil, Terry C, and Frisco. I cannot believe it. Can you guys believe they're going to try to discredit my catch like this? I am offended. I cannot believe it. Why are they doing me like this, blasted? Well, look, if it didn't count, should I throw the fish back? Chat, do I need to just throw the fish back, or do y'all want to wait for Bass for Cash? That'll tell us if the fish counts or not. Let me know, chat. Do I just need to throw that one back, or do you want to wait for Bass for Cash? Shout out to Jay New. What's going on, Jay New? Good to see you in the chat. You ready for another one of those Battle of the Anglers? Georgia Dog said it looks like a $40 bill. He said it looks like a $40 bill to me. All right, I'm going to let you know when the next one's coming up. Blaster, did you see any of my official apologies come through the chat yet? All right, chat, who all owes me an apology? I need confirmation from the chat. I need the chat to just put the names of the people that owe me an apology for doubting my skills. Didn't think I could make the fish bite that jerkbait. And now I'm going to catch one more just to seal the deal, just to show them something. Let me show you something. We got Mark Allen says it's jerkbait season. They didn't have faith in the jerkbait, Mark. But in the chat, I need you guys to let me know who owes me an apology. Who all owes me an apology? At a minimum, it's Phil and Terry C. Who all owes me an apology, chat? All right, let's see. Blaster says, I said timeout for the disbelief. What's going on? We got Gerald, or is that Geraldo in the chat? Georgia Dog said, Phil for sure. He said, I'm a snitch. Who else? Wait, Frisco said, wait. We had at least 2 testimonies said you snagged. Oh, but we're going to go back to the replay. So, Frisco, when I put the video up and you see me take the fish, the hook out of the, oh man, you know what? I hope I had it on camera when I took the fish out of, the hook out of the fish's mouth. The fish was in, the hook was in the fish's mouth. But I'm going to go back on the replay and I'm going to upload the video just for Frisco, Phil, and Terry C. There we go. Blaster says Phil, Terry C, and Frisco. That's right. So in the chat, I need the chat to confirm, did you actually see the fish, the hook in the fish's mouth? I need to know if anybody else saw that, if anybody in the chat saw it. Frisco said, don't brag a snag. Who saw me take the hook out of the fish's mouth? That fish had 2 sets of hooks in it. Phil said it was underneath the mouth. What do you mean underneath the mouth? Shout out to Josh. Josh says you did it. He said showed it perfectly. I want my apology. Dottie says, I missed it. My apologies. Oh, Blaster, you said you can back up during the live. How can you do that? All right, I need you to go back and take a look, because I think I purposely put it on camera so you guys could see where the hooks were at, because it had 2 sets of hooks in it. Frisco said, Frisco said, when it was in the water. Oh man, we're stuck, guys. Let's see if I can get it loose without losing my bait. Okay, we got it back. Oh, and it's actually stuck on some line. Let's see. Frisco says when it was in the water, you could tell it was on its side. So yeah, it was swimming sideways. You be swimming sideways too if something was stuck in your mouth while you were trying to eat. You think you'd be walking sideways or walking straight if you had something stuck in your mouth? Dottie said, rewind the live a little. Phil said, it was underneath the mouth. No, sir. It had 2 sets of hooks in it. So I would say that that is partially true. It had a set of hooks underneath, and it had the other set that was in the corner of the fish's mouth. I cannot believe this right here. I cannot believe it. Blaster says, I'm reviewing it right now. I need you, Blaster, I wish there was a way you could snapshot it and send it to me so that I could show everybody live and in action right now that that hook was in the fish's mouth. And I can't believe this. Phil and Frisco, Terry C., y'all owe me an apology. Wait a minute. Look at what Phil said. Phil said you snagged it, and then when it flipped, the other hook got caught in its mouth. Oh no. Fisherman Catches says it's not spawning season, so foul hooked is legal. All right, so it's legal anyway, even if it would, but it was not snagged. Phil said you snagged it, then when it flipped, the other one, oh my goodness. Dottie says, I don't care if you snagged it. She said, I want some cash for that bass. All right, we're going to try to get another one. Oh, man, the sun is starting to go down. Let's see if we can get another one. We're waiting for the review, and then I'm going to need my apologies. Jeff says, this is hilarious. He said, the hate is real. They hating on me, Jeff. What they doing? Jay knew they not treating me right. They said I snagged him with the jerkbait. Patricia says, the back hooks were in the left side of the mouth, not snagged. There we go. We got confirmation. I can't believe it. Let's see who else is saying. Let's see. Phil says, you're not getting an apology for that one. Oh, now that is bad. That's Michael Jackson bad right there. He said he ain't going to apologize. We got it on the replay. Phil says, you're not getting an apology on that. Fisherman Catches says, it gets dark there around 5:30. Frisco says, we not hating. Just oh, my goodness. Just says, ain't we supposed to be thankful this week? Tell him, Jay New. Jay New said, we're supposed to be thankful. Josh says, even if he did, it's a chance to win some cash. Phil said, prove it. Frisco said, ain't gonna be able to do it. All right, I'm waiting for the review. So Patricia says she already confirmed it, and we're waiting for Blaster to come back with his confirmation. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe the treatment that I'm getting out here today. I think Frisco's mad because I didn't do a slow pause on it when I caught that fish. That's why Frisco treat me bad. Phil said, throw that challenge flag. There we go. Look at him. One in the mouth and one in the chin. I told you it had 2 sets of hooks in it. You said 3 against 2 still wins. Wait a minute. Is Blaster still in the chat? It looks like it's about time for us to go ahead and weigh this fish, guys. Phil says, I want the proof. Post a video. I will be posting the video. Jay New says, where's Chicken Hawk when you need him? We do not need Chicken Hawk in the chat right now. Oh, my goodness. We got another one, guys. Oh, man. He got me. He got me. He came off. Ah. Uh-oh. I know you see it. I know you see it. If you see something, say something. Man, and we just had one on too. But you know what? Frisco was right. I shouldn't have used this dull hook. Let me show you guys what this hook looks like. It's so rusted out, but I thought I'd be able to set the hook hard enough to get it in there. So take a look at that. Can you guys see that hook? That tip of that hook is just rusted out. You can actually see the rust come off on my finger. You see that? The barb is missing. So let's go ahead and take this off. I learned my lesson, Frisco, the hard way. Shout out to CP. Slid right on in. Who got that gifted membership? It went out to M4 Fishing. Oh my goodness. M4 Fishing just got a gifted membership. Frisco said, oh Lord. Phil said you got caught on. So yeah, I got caught on a fish's mouth is what I got caught on. Man, let's see. Let me look back into my bag of tricks and see what I have in here. What is this? Is this another rusted out bait? Man, that one's rusted out too. I'm gonna use it anyway. Because this one still has a sharp point on it. That other one didn't even have a sharp point on it. But this one does. Phil said, what's your address? I'll send you some new hooks. Yep, that hook was no good. It was rusted out. Even the point of the hook was rusted out. But I thought I would be able to set the hook hard enough to still catch a fish. And I learned the hard way that that did not work. Phil said, you got caught on something. That's right. I got caught on a fish's mouth. Is Blaster back in chat yet? Or did Blaster fall asleep? He was supposed to be getting the video confirmation and fell asleep. All right, let's put some stank on it, and then we're going to get back out there. We're going to get back out there and make it happen. Make it happen, Captain. What kind of knot do I use? I use an Alberto knot. Well, I use a polymer knot. When I tie my bait on, I use a polymer knot. But when I tie my braid to fluorocarbon, I use an Alberto knot the majority of the time now. I used to use a uni knot, double uni knot a lot. But I like the way the Alberto knot goes through the guides. Let's go ahead and turn my lights on. Did everybody put CP in the chat? He slid on in, hit you guys with a gifted membership. That went out to M4. I wonder if he's going to hop in the chat now that he's back and being an official member. Appreciate that, CP. Frisco said FBS. Oh, my goodness. Phil said, does my scale go that low? I cannot believe the disrespect that is happening in this chat. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to remember all of this. CP said he thinks it's a 212 or a 213. Is Blaster gone? Blaster just disappeared, right? Oh, there you go. I see he shouted out CP. Blaster, where are you at? Maybe he's rewinding the video. He's going back to get the replay. All right, guys, we're putting 3 minutes on the shot. Well, we're putting 6 minutes on the shot clock. And then we're going to weigh that fish. All right, who is in the chat? I'm going to need somebody to check the, I don't see AC in the chat. I don't see Whipstick in the chat. Blaster is gone. Oh, there he goes. He says, I can get the replay. So, Blaster, did you find the replay or you can't get it right now? All right, Blaster got quiet on me. All right, can you guys drop a 1 in the chat? I just want to make sure everybody can hear me okay. Make sure it's not me missing something. All right, appreciate that. And I'm going back to watch the replay tonight. Patricia says, I rewound it and stopped it. Clearly not snagged. Appreciate that. Look at that. Patricia went back and you know what, guys? I'm going to find it and I'm going to make a short. And in that short, I need Phil, Terry C, and Frisco to put my apology in the comment. Frisco said that trolling motor's loud. Yeah, it just started doing that yesterday. And it'll do it and then it'll stop. So I got to take that prop off. I have no idea what made it do that. Oh, you know what? Maybe it is cracked. Phil said, I think some people left because you snagged that fish. The accusations. This is terrible. Phil said people just left it. They was like, oh, he snagged that fish. I'm leaving. Oh, man. Oh, goodness. I want my apology. And on top of that, you were telling me that I couldn't make those fish bite a jerkbait because of the conditions, and I did it anyways. All right, we have 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes left. Phil said, I told you no apology for that fish. Phil, we're going to have to take you to court. So listen, guys, I'm going to put out a short video clip of that hook being shown clearly not a snag. And once I put that video clip out, if I don't see an apology from Phil, Frisco, and Terry C., then we're going to hold court. I'm going to get a judge, and you don't get an attorney. You don't get an attorney. We're going to have a judge, and then I'm going to name some jury members. Frisco says, I'm with Phil. It ain't going to happen. Phil said, give me something with 2 treble hooks, and I'll show you how to snag it. Blaster says, in the review, it looks like a fair catch. All right. So once I put the short video up, guys, I need everybody to put in the comments whether it was a snag or not, and then I'm gonna need to see my apology come from Frisco, Terry C, and Phil. All right, let's go ahead and weigh this fish, guys, so I can get out of here today, and then we're gonna hopefully we won't have to hold court tomorrow and see if they're found guilty or not. It's gonna be a charge of defamation. I was accused of snagging a fish. So we're gonna hold court tomorrow if they don't give me an apology. All right, you guys ready to weigh this fish? Frisco said, how will we know you didn't use AI to edit? Because we already had 3 people that have already confirmed it. Patricia said, don't be a snag hag. I cannot believe. Jay New, do you believe this? All right, guys. Blaster, you want to go ahead and open the scales? Wait, let's go to members only. Hold on just a second. I mean, subscribers only. All right, we're in subscribers only. I've shown you guys the fish is 14 and a half. Blaster, can you type scales officially open and then put 2 minutes on the shot clock? And actually, I'm going to put, as soon as I see scales officially open, I'm going to hit 2 minutes on here. So there's the fish. Let's see, we need a timer. And we need it on 2 minutes. Actually, we're only gonna do 1 minute, guys. We're gonna do 1 minute. All right, Blaster, type scales officially open. And as soon as you do, I'm gonna put 1 minute on the shot clock. You guys see that? We're gonna have 1 minute on there. Blaster, where you at? I want to give a big shout out to, he says, I can back up the live and review it. Looks like a fair catch. All right, we need a, I think Blaster may be behind in the chat, guys. Can somebody put live in the chat? Let's just see who will respond ASAP. Put live, L-I-V-E. Okay, Jay New, can you type scales officially open? I just need Jay New to type scales officially open. All right, here's the fish. I'm gonna put him back down in here, guys. All right, scales officially open, guys. The timer has started. You see it? You have 1 minute to put your guesses in the chat. I'm gonna put that fish back in the live well for right now, and then we're gonna weigh it. You have 50 seconds to put your guesses in the chat. Shout out to 450. We got Tony 450 in the chat. Clint Perry slid on in and put his guess in there too. All right, there we go. There's the countdown, guys. All right, as soon as you see that timer end, Jay New, if you can type scales closed as soon as you see this end. Wait, Jay New, you put 1 foot 6 inches. What is that, Jay New? Oh my goodness. Jay New, you got to DQ yourself. Georgia Dog said Jay New got DQ'd. All right, time is up. Let me go in here and put scales officially closed. So where you guys see scales officially open, the scales are officially closed. Because Blastard is behind in the chat. He didn't reset his screen. So let me go in here so that nobody's confused. And I'll put it in here myself. Hold on just a second. Where are we at? Okay, there we go. Frisco got it. All right, guys. I need you guys to check the chat. Let's see if anybody's going to walk away with a win for today on the unsnagged fish. All right, we're zeroed out. It's getting chilly out here, too. It's zeroed out. Oh, let me tell you what I think I'm going to go with a 157. 157 is what I think, guys. Let's see. Drum roll, please. Ooh. 149. 149, guys. 149. Let's go ahead and let him go. Bam. 149. I'm going to log that in FishXLive too. 149. Clint said, and it pulled drag. Yeah, Clint, I loosened my drag up. I don't think you were on here the other day where I had a real nice fish on. I put out a little quick video about it too. Dottie said, no official winner. Phil said, disqualified weight. No official winner, guys. Nobody wanted that money. If Whipstick was here, he'd tell you. You don't want that money. But yeah, Clint, I had a real nice fish on the other day, and it bent my hooks out because I had my drag too tight. So I loosened my drag up so I can let those fish fight a little more, because the hooks are some real sharp, thin wire hooks. So I do that to kind of let them fight a little bit more, because I do not want to repeat, because I had a real nice fish on there. All right, no official winner. Now remember, I'm going to go back and review that clip. I will put the video up. When you guys see that video, I want you to go in the comments and type whether you think it was snagged or not by the video clip. And then if I do not get my apologies from Terry C, Phil, or Frisco, then we're gonna hold court and we're gonna see if they're gonna be found guilty of defamation. All right, everybody, I appreciate you for tuning in. Look at that beautiful scenery. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.